Welcome to Tradingview for Beginners. In this video, I'll guide you step by step through the essential features of Tradingview that every beginner needs to know. Tradingview can look overwhelming at first, especially if you're new to charts or investing. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll be comfortable navigating the platform, drawing basic tools, reading candlesticks, and setting alerts. This course is designed for absolute beginners. You don't need any prior trading or technical analysis experience. We won't cover everything Tradingview offers. Instead, we'll focus only on the most important tools that you'll actually use when analyzing markets. Let's start with the very first step, setting up your Tradingview account. To begin, head to tradingview.com and create a free account. You can sign up using your email, Google account, or Apple ID. A free account is more than enough for beginners. You'll be able to use most drawing tools, basic indicators, and one chart layout. Once logged in, click on Search Bar and select an asset to open the main charting interface. This is where you'll spend most of your time. Let's first understand the main screen. The price scale is on the right-hand side. This shows how much an asset is worth. The time scale is at the bottom, showing minutes, hours, days, or months. In the middle, you'll see candlesticks forming the price chart. As new candles form, price moves from left to right. At the top left, you'll see the symbol search bar. This allows you to search for any market: Bitcoin, stocks like Apple or Tesla, forex pairs, or commodities like gold. Simply type the ticker symbol or name, select the correct exchange, and the chart will update instantly. Just next to the symbol search is the time frame selector. This allows you to choose how much time each candlestick represents. For example, on a one-day chart, each candle represents one full day of price movement. Higher time frames, such as the daily or weekly chart, are often used to understand the overall trend and market structure. Lower time frames, like the 1-hour or 15-minute chart, are used for different purposes. Day traders often use lower time frames to plan entries and exits, or to zoom in and see what is happening within a single day. Traders commonly switch between higher and lower time frames to get both the big picture and the fine details of price action. Now that you understand time frames, let's look at candlesticks. Each candlestick shows 4 things: open, high, low, and close. Let's start with a green candle. A green candle means price closed higher than it opened. The open is at the bottom of the candle body. The close is at the top of the candle body. The upper wick shows the highest price reached. The lower wick shows the lowest price reached. Now let's look at a red candle. A red candle means price closed lower than it opened. The open is at the top of the candle body. The close is at the bottom of the candle body. Again, the upper wick shows the highest price reached, and the lower wick shows the lowest price reached. Wicks show where price tried to go, but didn't stay. A long upper wick means price was pushed higher, then rejected by sellers. A long lower wick means price was pushed lower, then rejected by buyers. The candle body shows where price finally settled. Together, the body and wicks show the battle between buyers and sellers. Next, let's look at the cursor tool, because it changes how you interact with the chart. In Tradingview, the cursor can look like an arrow, a crosshair, or a dot, depending on what you select. The crosshair is the most useful for analysis. It helps you point precisely at a candle and line up price on the right with time at the bottom. Now, here's a handy navigation trick. If you click and hold, you can pan the chart, meaning you can drag the screen left, right, up, or down to view different areas. If you hold a little longer on a candle, Tradingview will show you the candle's details, such as the open, high, low, and close, for the candle you're pointing at. This is great when you want to inspect a specific candle without guessing. On the left-hand toolbar, you'll find the drawing tools. One of the most commonly used tools is the trend line. Trend lines help you identify support and resistance, and highlight areas where price may react. When drawing a trend line, you generally need a minimum of 2 touches. The more times price touches a trend line, the better. To draw a trend line, Click just past the first swing high or swing low, then drag the line to connect the second point. Once the line is drawn, make sure to extend it forward. Extending the line allows it to act as a visual guide, so when price reaches that area again, it reminds you to watch for price action and potential trade setups. Sometimes trend lines are not perfect. Not every swing high or swing low will touch the line exactly. That's normal. The goal is to draw your trend line so it connects the majority of the important points, even if a few candles sit slightly above or below the line. Next, let's look at geometric tools. Geometric tools include rectangles, channels, and shapes. These tools are useful when a single line is not enough to describe how price behaves. Sometimes price does not react at an exact level. Instead, price reacts within an area or a zone. This is where rectangles are especially useful. To draw a zone, click on the Geometric Shapes tool and select Rectangle. Then click on an area where price has been consolidating, drag the rectangle to cover that area, and release to place it on the chart. Using zones instead of single lines helps you focus on areas of interest rather than exact prices. Next, let's look at the projection tools. Projection tools help you plan a trade visually before taking it. They allow you to clearly see the risk-to-reward ratio of a trade. Tradingview includes two main projection tools, the long position tool and the short position tool. Let's start with the long position tool. The long position tool is used when you expect price to move higher. To apply it, select the long position tool from the drawing toolbar. Click on your entry point first, then drag the tool upward to set your take profit level. Drag the tool downward to set your stop loss level. Once placed, the tool automatically shows the potential profit, potential loss, and the risk-to-reward ratio of the trade. Now let's look at the short position tool. The short position tool is used when you expect price to move lower. To apply it, select the short position tool from the toolbar. Click on your entry point, drag the tool downward to set your take profit level, and drag it upward to set your stop loss level. Just like the long tool, Tradingview automatically calculates the potential profit, potential loss, and the risk-to-reward ratio of the trade. The point of using projection tools is planning. Next, let's look at the measurement tools. Tradingview includes three main measurement tools: the price range, the date range, and the ruler. The price range tool is used to measure price movement between 2 points. To use it, select the price range tool and click on a starting point. Then drag to a second point and release. Tradingview will show you the price change and percentage move between those 2 points. This tool is useful when you want to see how far price moved during a previous rally or pullback. The date range tool is used to measure time rather than price. Select the date range tool, click a starting point, and drag to another point. The tool shows how much time passed between 2 points based on the time frame you are using. For example, on a daily chart, it measures days. This tool is useful when comparing how long previous moves lasted or when analyzing market cycles and timing. The ruler is the quickest measurement tool. You can activate it by holding down the Shift key, then clicking and dragging on the chart. The ruler shows both the price change and the percentage move between 2 points. Unlike the price range tool, the ruler is meant for quick checks, not detailed analysis. It does not stay on the chart unless you place it deliberately. At the bottom of the chart, you'll see a countdown timer. This timer shows how much time is left before the current candle closes. Candle closes are important, especially on higher time frames, because price can change significantly before a candle is finished. If you don't see the countdown timer, you can turn it on easily. First, right-click on the price scale on the right-hand side of the chart. Then click More Settings. In the Settings menu, go to Scales and Lines. From there, enable Countdown to Bar Close. Once turned on, the countdown timer will appear at the bottom of the chart. This helps you avoid reacting too early and reminds you to wait for the candle to close before making decisions. Next, let's talk about indicators. Indicators are tools that use price and volume data to provide additional information on the chart. You can add indicators by clicking the Indicators button at the top of the screen. Popular beginner indicators include moving averages, RSI, and volume. Indicators are meant to support your analysis, not replace price action. They help you see trends, momentum, or activity, but they do not predict the future. For beginners, it's best to start with 1 or 2 indicators and keep your chart clean. Next, let's look at watch lists. Watch lists allow you to track multiple markets in one place. You'll find the watch list panel on the right-hand side of the screen. To add a symbol, click the plus button or use the search bar, then select the market you want to follow. Watch lists help you stay organized. You can create different watch lists for different purposes, such as crypto, stocks, or forex. This makes it easy to scan markets quickly and switch between charts. For beginners, a small watch list is often better than a large one. Focus on a few markets you understand, rather than watching everything at once. Alerts help you stay informed without watching the chart all day. You can set an alert by right-clicking on the chart or clicking the Alerts button at the top. Alerts can notify you when price reaches a certain level, crosses a line, or meets a condition. Once set, TradingView can send notifications by app, email, or browser. Alerts help you stay disciplined and react only when something important happens. Finally, let's look at economic events. TradingView includes an economic calendar that shows upcoming events such as interest rate decisions and inflation reports. These events can cause increased volatility, especially in currencies, indices, and crypto. Being aware of economic events helps you avoid surprises and better understand sudden price movements. That covers the essential tools every beginner needs to use TradingView confidently. You now understand how to navigate charts, draw levels, measure moves, plan trades, and stay informed. This foundation will help you use TradingView more effectively, no matter what market you follow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.